Hey guys, it's Jilly and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup and what products I use. And yes, this is one of the videos that I record once every 7 months, but it's okay. It's okay. I feel like recording a video. But before you get into the makeup products that I use, make sure you go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and turn on my post notifications so you know whenever I post. Anyways, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I like to use personally is the L'Oreal Paris Powdered Foundation. Now this thing was trending on TikTok, and while it was trending I didn't get to pick it up because I don't know, I just didn't get to it. But when I actually picked it up, I switched from Tarte. I used to use Tarte, but I switched to this because I literally love it so much. And Tarte used to clog my pores a lot and make me have more acne. But this, it actually works so well. So I literally just take a beauty blender and I kind of rub it around in the circle for a little bit, and then I just apply it underneath my eyes like this. And if you guys are wondering why I'm looking past the camera, it's because my mirror is there. And I also apply it on my eyelids because my eyelids are very veiny. So I like to apply them on top and on the bottom, and sometimes around my nose if my nose is a little bit red, which it happens to be today, and also in the outer corners of my eyes because they kind of have that natural shadow kind of thing. And then I'll put it back in the middle. I don't know why it shows up a lot when I put it back in the middle, and I do the same thing for the other side. Okay, so once I've done all of that, the next thing I'll move on to is blush. So depending on the day and how I feel, sometimes I'll use a cream blush, sometimes I'll use powdered blush, but I use the Yofi blush. It's a very cheap blush, but it works very, very well. So if I'm feeling pink, I'll use the Yofi blush, and if I'm feeling more tan, I guess, I'll use the Rock Your Hair palettes. They have amazing bronzing stuff and it works well. I love it. So I usually, for my blush, I just dip it in a couple times and smack it off so I'm not too pink because I went through that phase. And then I apply it going upwards on my cheeks, going both ways. And then I apply, dip it back in a little bit if it runs out, and then I do a little bit on my nose because I kind of got into that during my 2020 phase, and I just can't live without it. It just doesn't look right, and it looks a little brighter because of my purple lights, but when I turn you can see it's really not that bright. So that's what I do for blush. I don't do too much. I don't go too drastic. I just do it so I don't look extremely pale with my powdered foundation. The next thing I'll do is my highlight, and I use the Jumbo NYX stick in the color, I'm pretty sure it's Goat Milk, the color that I use. Yeah, I use Goat Milk. Very cute, very cheap, and it lasts a long time. I'm gonna tell you guys, I've had this for 4 months and it hasn't ran out yet. Absolutely love it. It's a very pretty shimmery color, and I very much love it. So for my highlight, I like to put it in the inner corners of my eyes, but this feels too weak for me, so I like to drag it out a little bit, and it doesn't really look like that when you're wearing it, but I drag it out a little bit and it goes a little brighter. Okay, and then that's what I do for highlight. So not too bad. I don't do a lot. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll do a little on the nose and then I'll blend it out with my finger. It just kind of, I don't know, adds something. I like it. I don't know, it makes my eyes look a little bit brighter, and I try to pull my hair back when I do my makeup. For the sake of this video, I'm keeping it down so I don't look bald. So we're gonna stick with that. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do eyebrows. So my eyebrows, they've been through a lot. I'm gonna put it that way. They've been through a lot. So I do them, not a lot to them really. Like I don't do like the whole concealer thing to them. I don't do all that. So I just take the Wet n Wild. Usually I use NYX and Ash Brown because like my natural is brown. Same like my eyebrow color. But I'm using Wet n Wild because NYX kind of runs out really fast. So I'm using this one, and I also have like an e.l.f. one over there that I kind of use sometimes. But first I kind of brush them out into the shape that I want them to be in. And then I go ahead and I fill them in, starting with like these little pieces here that don't really, you know, have much fill in, onto the tails of my eyebrows. Okay, so now that I kind of have like what I want drawn in, I'll just make sure like they're kind of not like too sharp with my fingers because I'm not that fancy. And then I'll take my little like spoolie part and I'll blend out the middle part so they're not like incredibly dark on the inside. I don't care about the ends. I could care less about the ends. The light is not doing me justice for this color match, but it works, I'll tell you. With my roots, it looks fine. I know it looks goofy with my blonde, but it's okay. It's just my eyebrow color, so it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next thing. Okay, moving on to personally my favorite part of the routine, but most bipolar part of the routine, mascara. And this is so bipolar because I had no clue what to use. I am at a mix of like 3-4 different things, to be honest. So I really like the L'Oreal primer. This stuff does justice, keeps my lashes up and going all day. Then I really like Telescopic because it makes my lashes like, you know, it makes them spread apart, doesn't make them all stick together. I love it. Literally one of my top 3s. Then I like Lash Princess, specifically the waterproof one. And I hate myself for liking the waterproof one because it is so difficult to get off and it tears out my lashes. But I like the green one because it's almost the same exact thing, just not waterproof. And I would be using that in this video, but it's somewhere of Narnia in my room. So yeah. And then I really, this one is so controversial. People have so many different opinions on this one. Really like Sky High. I really like it. It's definitely in a lot of people's top 3s, but I know there's other people who have so many mixed opinions on this mascara. So, I don't know which one we're going to use for today. I think today we're going to go with, unfortunately, the waterproof and Telescopic. Sorry, Sky High. But I'm going to tell you guys, Lash Princess in general, for under $5, this is probably topping Maybelline. I'm gonna tell you, this is topping Maybelline, this is topping L'Oreal. Absolutely love this brand. This is literally my favorite brand. All of their mascaras are good. I have all 5 of them. I love them so much. So, you know, please sponsor me. I literally love them. My absolute faves. So we're gonna go with that today. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna curl our lashes. I literally just use this basic curler, but I actually just ordered this curler that has like lash separators on it, so it doesn't make my lashes all stick together, which literally is a saver because I do not like sticky lashes. So let's go ahead and curl them. Okay, so now that our lashes are curled, kind of, I guess. My lashes don't really curl that well, to be honest. I think I'm gonna start with our waterproof not a good idea because it makes everything else harder to get off. But we're gonna start with our waterproof. My hair is actually really bothering me because my ends are not quite cooperating. So, you know, that's bothering me a lot. So we're gonna start with this. I love this wand. One of my favorite wands ever. I love wands that are shaped like this. Oh my god, literally my faves. And I'm just gonna start by, you know, going from the inside and like separating everything out. You know, just being careful with it. Getting a base layer on there. And I also do my bottom lashes. I know not everyone does their bottom lashes, but I do. Okay, so once I have kind of like a base layer on, I like to go through and like almost get stuck in them and like shift my thing back and forth, my little wand, and I don't know, it just helps add volume. I love it. Okay, so now that I have like one side kind of done, I'll move on to the other side and let this one kind of dry a little bit, and then I'll go on with another layer. So let's go on to this side. Okay, so we have our first coat done, but we're gonna go ahead and go in with the second one. I don't know, I just like the look of second one. First one just doesn't quite seal it for me, so let's go in with the second one. Okay, and then boom, we have lashes. Sometimes I'll put on lip gloss depending on how I feel about the day, but today I'm just gonna go with chapstick, and personally my favorite flavor of chapstick is vanilla latte. Absolutely love it. So slap that on. And then personally I like to use Anastasia Beverly Hills like eyebrow what's it called, stuff that makes your eyebrows stay in place, but I'm currently out of that, so I'm actually just using one of the Alame ones, which isn't bad. I actually like it a lot. It really helps, and I just kind of brush them out when I'm done, and it helps them stay in place so they look nice all day. So I'll be right back and then we'll do the final look. Okay guys, this is my final look for my makeup routine. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on my post notifications, and give this video a big thumbs up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!